Hello, give me a second to find this. I'm gonna get Dale on here actually. Okay, good. Good morning. I'm just waking up here. I'm just hanging out. Give me a second. It always takes them a second anyway. I don't want to invite people to watch. We got this. All right. It should be coming on. I hit the button. I'll try it again. Oh, here you go. Hi.
Oh, how's it going?
Hi.
Are you alright?
Yep, you'll have to talk loud on here. You'll have to talk real loud. Hi, good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just talk loud like I do.
Yeah. Oh, I hate shouting.
I know. You gotta talk real loud. Dale's gonna tell us about Stonehenge. We're getting ready for Stonehenge. It feels like spring here to me. I'm already here in spring.
You're good at that. I'm just good at being in the background, raising the amplitude.
We want you to tell us about Stonehenge. There's a lot of people who know nothing about it, have never been there, that suddenly are getting interested in it because of our posts and things like that. First, start tell us about the rocks. I want to go camping there too, bad.
Yeah, it's one of about 2,000, 2 to 3,000 ancient stone circles that are built in the UK. But it is one. It is the main one. It is the main one because of the large structure and the mystery around it. The other ones we can sort of like figure out how they got built and what sort of communities built them. But Stonehenge, you can't actually. Well, they still don't know. It's still a big mystery, and it's on a big ley line. So my experience up there started about 2 or 3 years ago. I went up there for the the winter solstice. That was the first time I went. So it was powerful.
He's low on data, but just keep talking anyway. Just keep rolling through it when it cuts back on.
It's a powerful place. Where I'm going to be staying this time, if because karma's got a hold of me a little bit recently, so I've had some dramas, but I'm trying to smoothen them all out. But where I stay it was a road that was commissioned by King Arthur. So but if a king or queen decides that a road is a road is a road until nobody can close a road. If a king and King Arthur in England made this road a road. So people have been allowed to park up alongside the stones, regardless of the English heritage's commercialisation of the ancient site. So we and other people still park up there because we know the full benefits that you get from staying very close to these stones. And it's almost like you're getting waves of multi-dimensional trance coming through you like at night. So you sleep and it's like whoosh. Literally.
Yes, I have crazy dream experiences and paranormal sleep experiences already. And when I stay at that hostel, every single time I have the craziest sleep experiences there because of the energy. It's so crazy, the ley line energy, that I have like crazy sleep experiences there already, just sleeping at the hostel. So I really want to go camping by the rocks. Bad on my bucket list.
Well, I don't know what day to go because I've got free time, so I might go down on the 19th, and I don't know the
That's
19th
when
or
we're
the
going.
20th. I'm not sure. And then I don't
We're
know.
going to London, and then Sherry has the dates better than me, but we had to be there by, the I keep saying solstice, the equinox, the night of.
Yeah.
So we'll be there the same day, I
Well, I've
suppose.
really changed quite a lot recently because like last night, even though the amplitudes were up and the Schumann resonance was shot, I haven't seen it by the way,
It's
but
crazy. I
I
read
got up.
all night. Crazy things were happening.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I am sleeping so much better, and but I wake up and I know if I've had a crazy night because my face is swollen. So it's when because I can receive these energies quite well now, and also uh, and when I hold a mobile phone, it also affects me as well. So it's a similar type of energy, but I don't use much. Like since I went to India, what I've established is that all I need is mm, just I just don't need anything anymore. I just think, right, this is the sound. If you've got this sound, then you don't need crystals. You don't. Crystals are nice and they hold vibrations and everything like that. But if you've got this sound and you can hear that constantly, then that is all you need. Because while you have got this sound, that is bliss. That is the purest form of energy, and that's all you need. You don't need to go sage. I don't do it. I do it. I like it,
Live in
and I
my house
like
for a
this.
week. You might sage.
Yeah.
No, I love it. It's true though. You don't. I look at that stuff like training wheels anyway. The cards, the crystals, everything like that, Reiki symbols, everything like that. Training wheels, that stuff you'll probably outgrow and won't have a need for anymore in some type of way. Things to help you tune in. I love it. I'm waiting for the video to stop skipping. I want you to tell us more about India too. You just went to India, which is, top of my bucket list. Thank you, Nicole. It's frozen, but it will come back on. I'm sending some violet flame to the feed. Usually when I use the violet flame, if I have like bad Wi-Fi or electronic problems, I'll try to violet flame my feed to calm it down. Let's hope he comes back on.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you're back. I'm like, tell us about India and stuff like this. Well, you
I'm
should tell
back.
us about Eve'sbury too. I like Eve'sbury. I say Eve'sbury, it's Eve'bury. I like Eve'bury better than Stonehenge in a lot of ways. The energy there. I don't know. For me, there was a lot of ancestral energy, and it was just so amazing and mind blowing. You could actually see so much of it with your eyes. The mist and the stuff. It was so crazy, and I loved it there too.
Mm. Um, Avesbury is again, it's old, and you were only in one section of it. So you were in the part where the
Yep.
ceremonies and the rituals are held. So you're in an important part, and that's
Yeah, we went to the
I've
good
done
part, I
a
hope.
yeah. I mean, I told you to go to the car park and then
I
go across
approach
the
this
road,
stuff.
didn't
I approach this stuff real ceremonial too. If you know me, I ask these rocks to activate me and energy exchange with me, and same with the energies there. And the way that I approach these, voyages that I like to make, it's a very spiritual experience for me. I tune into those energies and try to energy exchange with them and things like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's every old circle. Basically the the stone circle. People live inside the stone circle in houses, so it can never be taken over by a corporation because it's basically even those houses that are inside that stone circle are built from the rocks. So some rocks were broken up, chipped up, and those houses are made. So I mean, I've only been to Avebury once before you guys went, and I got exactly the same feeling as that you did. You could fall asleep on, um, just sit down next to a stone and just fall asleep, and you will get information from the ancestors. Because in Druidry, we think about our ancestors very well. A lot of indigenous cultures, like the Druids, were like a little bit like the indigenous people of America and Australia, and the yogis in India. Like I've got some pay. I've got. There's been some bowls discovered in England that were from around the Celtic times, and I was just looking at it, and one of these bowls has actually got Shiva on it.
Hmm.
So they've actually on a bowl. They've drawn Shiva. So it's all very much interlinked. All these cultures. Very, very clever. And, well, we know they all are, don't we?
Hmm. Especially awakening, right? Yeah. It's so crazy. I'm very connected to that ancestral energy too, because if you know me, I'm very into just understanding more about the universe and my place here all the time. And there's such a connection with our ancestors and our past lives and our own akashic and our own experiences and just how much time it took us all to get here to this place and things like that, and just all of that. So I really can resonate with a lot of the culture over here. When I come over here, it's like the same thing to me. In a lot of ways, right? I go to those rocks too, and I look around the first time I go there, and I see people are doing the same thing that I do, which is Reiki and energy exchanging with the rocks, and just also similar.
Mm, mm. Well, to be honest, bro, but it wasn't the first time we arranged to meet up there. That
No,
wasn't an ordinary. That wasn't an ordinary gathering.
it's not an ordinary
Let me
gathering that
it's,
we're getting ready to go do. Bringing people from so many countries in our little groups to these rocks on the next equinox or whatever. It's gonna be so crazy, and that I think that these encounters are so powerful. Even just sitting here right now, in how we made arrangements to meet up with certain souls at certain times in certain places, and it's just so powerful to me, because whenever I go to the rocks, I stalk Dale. I'm like, hi, you have to go too. He's going. And we have a wonderful group going with us this time with the right people. And it's just going to be so over the top for us to come together and just hang out.
well, it's a little bit like clockwork. Those stones. One person goes one way, another person goes the other way, and it unlocks um, the energies become stronger, and they unlocks the interdimensional links between the unseen and the seen.
It's funny because my topic
Um,
off of here for mystery school is going to be the interdimensional. Message of the day, the interdimensional, right? So it is so powerful when you can come together with people that are awake, right? I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for you all to find people that were willing to work together for the sake of humanity, to heal one another. I've been waiting for this, right? It took me time to get here on my journey. And so it's just so amazing to me because when you can just come together with even one other person awake, it creates such a powerful energy. So when you can come together with a group of people, that's always been the fear around here, that we'll come together globally and figure out that it's not just one country that's shit. It's a global kind of problem. And when we come together globally, it's just so powerful with this awakening.
Yeah, it is. I understand. It's going to be a good old meeting up at the Rocks, yeah. Again.
I can't wait.
Beforehand, I might have a few little places we might be able to go and visit and do meditations and things like that.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. We are open for. I would just go with the flow. That's the best way to be, right?
Yeah.
Just go with the flow. I can't wait. Up for ideas of things to go see. I like to video it because I like to. I am a channel for energy. I'm an energy worker, a good worker. So that's the best place for me to be, around any kind of space storm. Loving it right now. Loving it. Flowing, level great, right?
Yeah.
Line energy, amazing. And I had so many people that came to me and were like, oh my God, I can feel that energy so crazy. And I know you can. I can use these videos to send out some good vibes. So I'd really love to do these trips because I know a lot of people can't go there and can't visit there just with whatever they're doing in life. And so if I can go do it and put it on camera, you guys can experience it too. And that's always so amazing to me.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you can do it because I can't. I'm too busy when I'm there.
On camera. I want some good aura pictures this time, right? I want some rock aura pictures, goals. I try to take lots of pictures. My phone always ends up dead every time, but I love it. You can get lost in that place. I was like walking around trying to find Sherry in the same spot I left her in Dale for like an hour. I probably did like 6 tours of the rocks walking by them. You can get lost in these places, right? It doesn't seem like a big place, but when you walk around there with so many people there, it's like you can get lost in other realms. It's just so amazing.
It'll be it's quiet. It's a quieter time this time. Spring equinox has got many people because it falls in the week, so some people can't get because they're at work. So it's more, you can get more intimate. Do you know what I mean?
Really, I always had to stay up all night pretty much. I know we take a nap, but come on. We do our nap, but we stay up all night.
Right.
I for sure want
people sticking
still, if we can.
People sticking crystals in the ground in the center and bring, like, these are highly spiritual people, you know, Indians, and bringing their energy down, charging the crystals straight from the middle, the center of the stones, just like.
We're gonna drop the crystals on the ground and leave them there till we go. We're bringing rocks too. We already started, right? We're like wearing our favorite necklaces there. I charge my necklace there because it's powerful for my fees, that malachite I wear, and I always bring it there, and it's zinging for like a month after, easy with that crazy energy when you're wearing it. I love it. Where can we camp? My backyard, my garden. Where can we camp? My garden area, which we're going to reopen and redo the whole outside. Where can we camp? Spiritual retreat. I redid the place like a spiritual retreat. If you're not noticing what I'm doing here, I'm building. It's what I like to do, is build around me. Make things better, alchemist.
Now I'm staying in the UK because
they have nice stars here in America. You can't see the stars. Here they're lower. And when you're outside, like last summer when I was in like Glastonbury and some of these places, you could see the most beautiful, amazing stars. Like, you know, like the pictures we post. Beautiful stars for camping. That's like on my bucket list. I haven't camped in the UK yet, but I really am going to do it when it warms up.
Yeah, it's really strange because, like you say, it's like, well, what can I actually speak about on camera here? You know, because I've had some.
You're light. That's how talk about. That's how I feel doing my next video I have next. But we really do. We really How's living in the
Well,
UK?
I I read a book from Eckhart Tolle. You know Eckhart Tolle. A lot
Hmm.
of people in Glastonbury think a lot about Eckhart Tolle, and if you ever go, you'll see some of his artwork and things like that,
Yeah, I
and
post
some
his
of his
memory. I know who he is, just that
yeah,
he.
memory. And he quit his job one day, and because he was like just fear and anxiety and things were before he became enlightened, and he just got up and he sat on a bench for like 7 years. So, and that's how he became enlightened. He just watched around and he looked at the birds and things, and this is how says he became enlightened. And funnily enough, this is how I actually became enlightened. Sat on a bench in a Tesco's car park. That's how I woke up. Um, yeah, bizarre. Um, Tell me about it. But yeah, it was real, real eye opener to see. Just big, massive hole in the sky. Just a hole with big white swirls, like a volcano, but a volcano to the unseen volcano. Not a volcano, but spirits, and they were being called in by a big a giant basically with a big like stick, and he was bringing in the spirits in the sky to a certain area. You know, it was a certain point in the UK that's known for having very special connections to the other realms, the underworld, and the. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Where are we here? The upper world and the upper world and the lower world
We're in
are
the lower
accessible.
heavens, we keep getting told.
Yeah.
People keep saying that about us. We make
Well, we're
jokes about
not.
it all the time.
We are definitely not in. We are definitely not in the lower world. We're in the middle world.
All right.
But we are popping
You're
through
getting this.
we're popping through occasionally to the upper world. So we're giving it the 5D is becoming available to us through
We get these glimpses. We get these glimpses on your
sparks.
real good days when you're in these crazy euphoric bliss states. I think we get these like glimpses. We're having a hard time maintaining those levels. You know, we got to keep on doing this process, but we're so close to that too. It's crazy.
There's no coincidence that we're all doing this. There's no coincidences anymore in my life.
No.
There isn't.
You
There's
guys know
just
that
karma.
this is all that's important to me. You guys, wait, you guys, what I'm doing here with my healing and my videos and just this stuff. This is my world right here. I don't think a lot of people realize that. You guys are. Like every single day on a loop, a lot of light workers wake up and you are their priority. Like on so many levels. It's definitely not a coincidence. We're all here.
I mean, there's some ancient springs and wells and bridges, waterways that are all very important. Here are some of the gods that we worship in the UK. Hern, Korenos, and Andraste. So, try and find you the bowl. Yeah, these are the bowls I was on about. Yeah, like and this has got Karanos on it, like one of the antlered god from the UK. Well, in the British, and then that there is supposedly Shiva on there. from India on a British
All
boat.
things, that entire list are all things I'm very drawn to.
So yeah, it's got elephants on it. Yeah, it was really interesting. The not learning about the monkey gods, but actually visiting and seeing the monuments and things and the temples. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to read books about spiritual experiences. We want to go have our own.
Yeah,
Go have our
exactly.
own crazy spiritual experiences.
Yeah.
India is mind blowing. That's crazy. You must have loved it. How many hours did it take to fly there?
It takes about 24 hours to get there. So a full
24
a full
hours.
24
Yeah, we were
hours
checking
and
out.
a bit more.
We're going to see crop circles. Have you ever seen a crop circle?
No, I was very close last year. I was driving through the areas where they were, but no, I haven't been inside them.
I
They
think that the
look very
rocks are.
interesting.
They do a lot of the crop circles in that field by the rocks anyway, so they're permanently like crop circle activated the rocks. A lot of those areas, though, I'm going to see crop circles this summer for sure. We have a few dates for them when they do crop circle season, and I am just so excited to go do that too. They don't have them in America like that. They don't have them where I used to live. I'm like, you guys are so lucky that you have rocks to go play with and crop circles because I'm real into this kind of stuff, right? They don't have anything like that where I used to live.
You see, it's a quite a unique island. Where
There's so much just in my house that fairies, elemental magic around me here that I couldn't even describe that I have seen in places in America, but more like Shasta and like remote places I was in, right? But I have so much elemental energy around me and in this house here, and it's just so much like ancient magic here. It's crazy.
hmm. Oh yeah, yeah,
Crazy.
definitely. The craft. It's called learning the craft, and once you tap into the ancient, uh, the craft, because it is ancient, you see, and then that's when you hit the upper. We're in the middle world, but if you learn the craft, you can gain knowledge to the upper world, and you also gain knowledge to the lower world, and the lower world is where you meet the fairy people that are fairies that are the same size as us.
Sherry.
Yeah, there's people that I've met
Sherry.
that are from from obscure parts of the UK where there's no contact with human beings because this is how they choose to live their life, and they've carried on the traditions from their ancestors, and they're the only people that really know true knowledge, but they are part of a traveling community that live in the UK.
I'm like, check. I'm going down your list for Sherry, right? Check. Okay, keep going. Confirmed fairy Sherry, for real. She's tiny.
No,
I say these people are little people.
furry feet. Some people I've met trolls. It's really cool. Yeah, trolls. Not them type of trolls on the internet, just the other type of trolls.
I love it. My video keeps cutting out, and I just keep rolling with it. I keep Violet Flame in the feed. I keep praying a Violet Flame in the feed to try to calm it down, right? You gotta keep your energy real calm when you do videos, or it might go crazy. Listen, Sherry is for sure a fairy. I love it. We have the best group of souls going there with such diversity. I love it. I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing for sure. Well, anything else you want to add or talk about?
You're back.
Tech problems. I'm having tech problems on my end, but I'm just rolling with it, right? Anything else you want to tell us about or enlighten us with?
Not much, really. This is just my home. This is where I chill out.
All right, I'm
In
gonna wrap this
Sheffield.
feed up then because it's cutting out. But I loved having you on video. We got to get you data and then get you back on here too, right? I make sure I have lots of data for the rocks, so it's okay. I'll get you on camera then. For sure. I can't wait to go. We will chat about this camping stuff too because I really love my dream experiences and that ley line energy. It's just amazing for me. And I'm gonna let you go on that note and probably get off of here and do my little real feed thing I gotta do.
Okay, awesome.
Love and light.
Oh, let me just give a call.
Oh, go
Let
ahead,
me
go
just
ahead.
give a call.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wisdom. Keep learning, guys. Everyone keep pushing on. Then there's this knowledge, and this is gonna change the world. Thank you, Ra.
All right, it really is. I'm gonna go. Love and light. Thank you.